Hello and welcome to Ryno's Orioles report. So, the winning streak was snapped. The Orioles didn't win 7 games this week. They did go 5-2. You can see I'm on massinsports.com. Check out the first game, last Monday's game against the Red Sox. They were in Camden Yards. Orioles won 5-4. Again, they won a game without hitting a home run, which still seems weird to me. And they got caught stealing. They won a game where they didn't hit a home run and they didn't steal a base. Wow. How about that? Dean Kramer started this game. He did okay, I guess. 5 2/3. Did give up 7 hits and 4 earned runs, which isn't great. Struck out 5. The bullpen did really well. See, Aiken pitched to third. Baker, Coulomb, and Cano pitched a full inning. Yanier Cano got his first major league save, which is very exciting. 2 strikeouts. No hits, no walks, no earned runs. So it was a great performance by him. And yes, by Coulomb and Baker and Aiken, not giving up any runs and only walking 2. So very nice to see, especially against the Red Sox and Chris Sale, who appears to still be trying to come back from an injury, and I don't remember what it is. He hasn't been quite right in a bit. Go to last Tuesday's game. The game they lost. They lost to the Red Sox 8-6. Of course they did, because that was a game I was at. They were down big early. Grand slam in the 3rd inning. Who was pitching? Bradish pitched. Did not have a good performance. Did not. Did have a few home runs. As you can see, the Orioles tried to come back late. Mullins hit a grand slam, which was cool. Teo and Henderson also homered in that game. Pretty sure this is the game that Austin Hayes tried to lay down a bunt, got hit in the hand. Did finish the game, maybe in a different game. He did hurt his hand this week. Don't remember which game it was. On the plus side with this game, even though they lost, Bauman 2 2/3, Voth 3 innings, Perez 1 inning. They only gave up 1 run, which is it's pretty good for them, especially Voth. I was kind of worried when Voth came in. I'm like, oh, here comes some more runs. But he surprised me and did very well. This may have been the game that Hayes got hurt. Well, he wasn't in here. Yeah, so I think it was Tuesday's game that he tried to bunt and got hit in the hand. This was last Wednesday's game. Orioles won 6-2. Again, no home runs. It's like when they homer, they end up losing. So weird. No home runs. Mullins got his 10th steal. And they won. Wow. Okay. Here is Mr. O'Hearn. Seems to be fitting in fairly nicely. 4 at bats, only 1 hit, but that's can't ask for too much for, your backup first baseman. McKenna finally getting some playing time, it appears, which is nice. You'd like to see him play more. Got 2 hits. Tyler Wells started this game. Pitched pretty good. 5 2/3. Only 4 hits and 1 walk. To give up 2 earned runs, which isn't terrible. Struck out 7. Would you like to see that? Coulomb, Cano, Batista in relief. The bullpen did not give up any runs again. Seems to be a theme going here, which is, it's really nice. It's nice to see the bullpen coming in and locking things down. Batista back in here. He didn't pitch Monday because just, resting in him. And that's why Cano got the save. But as you can see, Batista's back in. Was not a save situation as the Orioles got an insurance run in the 8th. So kind of disappointing he didn't get a save there. But, oh well. Okay, let's see if I can get the team right this time. The Detroit Tigers. No, it's not the Chicago White Sox. The Detroit Tigers. 4 games set in Detroit. Would finish out the season series against the Tigers. We get to see Miguel Cabrera one last time. Santander got his 2nd home run. Teos 2 steals. Frazier also with a steal. Played pretty good in this game. Oh, that's right. I want to talk about that. I'll talk about that after. Kyle Gibson started. Didn't have his best outing. 4 1/3. 3 earned runs. The hits is concerning. 8 hits. 2 walks. I mean, that's getting up there. But Bauman, Perez, Baker, Aiken, and Batista came in. Didn't completely lock it down. They did give up 1 run. But, when you're pitching more, when your bullpen pitches more than your starters, and they only give up 1 run, you'll take that. I mean, that's good. 1 run through 4 innings, I'll take it. Batista did get a save this time, struck out the side. Oh, he also walked 3 people, which isn't great. But he did strike out the side. Before I forget, Terran Vavra was optioned on, I actually have the webpage, a little more details on that. Terran Vavra was optioned down to AAA. Joey Ortiz was brought up. So, welcome to the show, young man. And in Orioles fashion, when a top 100 prospect comes up, Joey Ortiz, you see here at the top of the 5th, singles, shallow right, Frazier scores, Mateo scores. And then here, top of the 7th, Joey Ortiz, sacrifice fly, Frazier scores. So, not too bad, right? 3 at-bats, 1 hit, 3 RBIs, 4 plate appearances, sacrifice fly, because, it's a sacrifice. You don't get dinged for having an at-bat. Okay, there's that. What day was that? Friday, I think. Friday's game was postponed due to rain, I guess. So they played 2 games on Saturday, doubleheader. DL Hall was called up for the 27th man, which is nice. Hayes is back. He was wearing a glove on the hand. Try to give him a little extra protection. Got 2 hits, so he should be okay, even though he got hit in the hand. Orioles lost the first game of the doubleheader. Home run. McCann hit a home run. Mateo hit a home run. Mateo had 5 home runs up to this point. I can't remember if he got another one later in the week, but 5 home runs by Mateo already is pretty good. It's nice to see his bat meeting his defense and his stolen bases. They lost and they gave up 7 runs, but only 2 pitchers pitched. Kramer went 5 innings, 11 hits, 5 earned runs, 2 walks. 6 strikeouts is nice. That's nice. But, as you can see, this is 7. That's right. DL Hall pitched 3 innings, the last 3 innings, because the Tigers didn't bat because they were winning. 2 less innings than Kramer, 1 more strikeout. Struck out the side twice. It's really good. They give up a few hits, a home run, 1 home run or 2 home runs. I can't remember. Well, Detroit just hit 1 home run, so. But it's not terrible. I mean, for a guy that was just pitching in the minor leagues. Not terrible. You do like the 7 strikeouts. And yes, Rutschman did here. Rutschman did start off on the bench, but pitch hitting appearance, so he didn't get a whole game off. So kind of disappointing. I would like to see Rutschman get more time off, but that's just me. Don't want to wear out one of our best players, if not our best player, who happens to be the catcher. Very, very hard position to play and stay healthy in. Second game of the doubleheader, Orioles run 1-6-4. Got up pretty big early in the second inning. McKenna hit a home run. It's nice to see McKenna in there. Fowler went down, so McKenna's going to get more time in the outfield, which is nice. And it's nice to see him make good with that opportunity. Grayson Rodriguez pitched 5 innings. First major league win. Congratulations. You're officially a major league pitcher. I mean, you were before, but you finally got a win. 5 innings, only 2 hits. That's really good. No earned runs, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. Had to change up working that day. Yeah, I mean, I expected his changeup to had start working from the beginning because he throws 98 miles an hour. You would think a changeup would work instantly. But as I found out for the first time, guess I don't pay that much attention, Grayson Rodriguez did not learn to throw a changeup until, I believe he said 2019, in the Orioles organization. This was the post-game interview they did. So he went all through high school and college or whatever with no changeup. Learned it fairly recently. So I guess that's even better. He got a handle on the changeup fairly quickly and is now using it. Has a little bit of tail to it. It works in towards righties and away from lefties, which is not the traditional way, but very effective. Aiken came in, did not have a good outing. As you can see, 0 innings pitched. That's because he didn't record an out. 1 hit, 3 runs, 2 earned runs. So it was an error in there. 1 walk. Bauman took over. He did give up a hit and a run, but he was able to keep down the Detroit Tigers rally. Baker, Coulomb, Cano, Batista came in after that. And as those names usually do, no earned runs. No runs, period. Only 2 strikeouts between them, which is kind of odd, especially for Baker. Usually you would think Baker would get a strikeout. But, hey man, no earned runs in an inning of relief, so we'll take that. Was a save situation, so Batista did get a save. He's up to 7 now. Not sure where that is in the league, but for a month in, I think that's pretty good as far as I'm concerned. Well, this is yesterday's game, Sunday. See, O'Hearn got start at DH, batted 9th. Finally, Kyle Stowers back up in the major leagues. Sadly, that means somebody had to go. That was Joey Ortiz. Short-lived time in the majors for him. But it's good to see Stowers get back up here. 4 at-bats, 1 hit. Not great. But you like to see him back up here. He was hitting really well in Norfolk. You can see Orioles won 5-3. Fairly steady output of runs in the middle to early part of the game. Didn't come in all one inning. Home run, Frazier, and Mateo. So Mateo has another home run. 6 home runs already. It's pretty good for him. Mullins stolen base. So Mateo is sitting at 10 and Mullins is at 11. I'm sure Mateo doesn't like that. Pitching, Bradish started. Not great by him. 4 2/3. 6 hits and a walk. 3 earned runs. It's not terrible. Keeps the team in the game, which is good. 5 strikeouts is fairly decent. Perez came in and closed out the 5th inning. Voth, another multiple inning relief appearance with no runs. Very nice to see. Did have 2 walks. Coulomb came in, did his thing. Cano. Another save for Mr. Cano. Pitched an inning and a third this time. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. So, seems to be a pretty good acquisition. Late in the year last year. All right, what were we talking about here? Oh, yeah, Ortiz. So, article by Steve Molesky talking about Ortiz getting called up. Infielder offer tearing up Bavra was option 2, AAA. Little background on Ortiz. He does play shortstop primarily. It's probably where we'll see him at. We may see him at second base too. Most likely, we're going to see that. Drafted in the 4th round of 2019, New Mexico. This is what he was slashing at AAA. It's not wonderful or anything. I mean, it's very respectable numbers. There you go. T's, at least at the time, that's what they were thinking. This is what they were thinking. That Mateo, dealing with a little bit of hip soreness. I don't remember if it came from a collision or a hit by pitch or anything. But Ortiz does seem to be a strong defensive player. Favreau, and this is kind of why I didn't really understand why Favreau was getting a lot of playing time. He just didn't seem to be doing that well to me. But at the same time, maybe that's why he got some playing time, to see what the kid could do. Batted .230, .310 on base percentage. It's not. This should be slugging and on base percentage. Those are not that good numbers. So that is why he is down. Let's talk about Hayes a little bit. This was Rock Kubatko. Hopefully I'm not butchering that too badly. This was on the 29th that he posted this. So some of this stuff where he swung the bat yesterday, this is a few days old. He might, this is saying he was a game time decision on Friday. But the rain made the game be postponed, so we waited a day. And as you see, he reports that he would lead off game one of the doubleheader, which you already saw. Where do we get to? DL Hall. Here you go. This line right here. Adley Rutschman is on the bench for game one. The first time this season that he hasn't been in the lineup. That's not a good thing to me. It's not. I understand you want his bat in the lineup, but you can't be, how many games are we in now? 26 or 27 games in a season, and it's like, oh, you've had no day off. Come on now. For a catcher? Yeah, I don't. And then he ended up getting into the game as a pinch hitter and then played at least one inning at catcher. And here you go. Left-hander DL Hall today as the 27th man. Yeah, Hyde said, hopefully we'll get him in a game. Yeah, you got him in a game. He pitched 3 innings and got 7 strikeouts. Yeah. Some of his AAA numbers, 4.4 ERA, 1.4 walks, hits per innings pitched. It's not terrific, but 8 runs, 16 hits, 9 walks, 16 and a third innings. It's not great. 20 strikeouts, though. So more than a strikeout per inning. They do want to view Hall as a starter. So really, it just came in for relief because it's a doubleheader. You want an extra arm because you're playing 2 games in one day. But they really do want Hall to be a starter. We'll see if we can make that happen. Here you go. Stowers. Another article by Mr. Kubatko. And this says that Ortiz goes down and Stowers comes up. See some of the numbers from AAA for Stowers, which to me look pretty good. This should be, well, actually, should be average 293, which is pretty good. Should be. I assume this is on base and slugging. So it should be 427 on base, 569 slugging percentage, which is nice. 5 home runs, 17 RBIs. That's pretty in 17 games. So that's pretty good. It's nice to see that he went down there, got some regular bats, and was hitting fairly well. So hopefully he can stay here a bit and build on that and make himself look good and stay in the majors for a good period of time. Because as you can see, he hits left-handed, and we really could use a lefty bat in the lineup. Yes, we have a few switch hitters with Santander and Rutschman, but beyond that, who is there? Adam Frazier? It's nice and all, but Mullins is a lefty. You would like to have more of a balance. So hopefully he'll stick around schedule. I didn't pull up the schedule yet. All right, where are we at? What's today? Today's Monday. So where are we at? Looks like 3 games against Kansas City coming up. They're going to be in Kansas City. Looks like a 6-game road trip coming up. 3 games in Kansas City. And then 3 in Atlanta. There is no more interleague. Yes, it's technically interleague play, but they're using a DH, so there's no weird thing where all our pitchers are taking batting practice now. Though knowing Brandon Hyde, he'll DH a catcher, put the other one in at catcher, and then flip-flop them, and then have to use... hit my lamps over here. And then have to have the pitcher bat. Or use a bunch of bench players, which has happened at least once this year already. Okay, that is going to do it for me. Tomorrow it's going to be in Kansas City, so because they're in a different time zone, scheduled for a 7:40 p.m. start. That's going to do it for me for this week. Be sure to like and subscribe. I am the Angry Ryno, and this is Birdland.